and welcome back. Week 2 predictions of, I believe this is our 4th season of doing this.
Is it? Maybe even 5th?
5th? I don't
know. It's a lot.
But for those of you that have been watching all this time, thank you. It's week 2
we appreciate the support.
of the 2024-25 NFL season. And let's get started off with Thursday Night Football. And we are doing this on a Saturday. However, we did predict Thursday night games, and yes, we got both of them right. Both our predictions are right. And
Benny picked the Bills 27-17. I predict them 31-28, and neither of them ended up being correct. I mean, they were correct in the wins, but Buffalo ended up blowing out Miami, as we all saw, and Tua left with his 3rd career concussion, which is really unfortunate for him.
Yeah, my prediction was really similar to what happened. A little different.
Wasn't it like 30-10 or something?
It was 31-10, but a lot of the same stuff happening. I thought the Bills' defense would dominate. James Cook, Josh Allen.
Bills' defense, hats off to them.
Both have a great game, especially James Cook, and I thought Tua would get injured. No, I'm kidding about the Tua part.
I'm glad I didn't draft him. But that's a shame about Tua.
Everything else, that's what I predicted, so I'm pretty good at this thing.
Are you? Because if you go back to last week, you're 8-8,
okay,
and I'm 12-4.
Well, I'm good.
So I would say you're mediocre.
I'm good when it comes to
like
Thursday night
middle
football.
of the road. Whereas I tend to have an excellent. Well, I mean, we'll have to see. I don't know what our final was last year.
Yeah,
I know it was pretty close.
Remember?
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. We'll have to go back into the records.
Thursday night football, I'm good at that for some reason, but then when it comes to Sunday, not so much. All right. So let's get off with Sunday. We got Aaron Rodgers, which looked great in the beginning, but didn't look the best against the 49ers last week.
Yeah.
And they are taking on a team which blew a 17-point lead, was up 17-0 against the Bears. And they blew it. The Titans lost, and the Bears won. Disappointing start for the Titans this year.
Yeah.
And now they take on the Jets, which the Jets didn't look that great last year. But however, the Jets are a better team than the Titans. The Jets are going to start off struggling this season, I think. They're going to get a few more losses before they get it going. But I think this is going to go in the win column for them. And this is going to be a low, disappointing, boring game for the New York Jets. But I think they're going to squeak out the victory. Jets 16 to the Titans 14. And defensive...
I'm on the same page because the Jets, as we all know, have a good defense. And apparently Tennessee is supposed to as well. Tennessee's offense has yet to do much. I don't know about that. I don't know. Oh, yeah, Will Levis didn't really do much the first week.
No Hopkins, no Whitley. They're just not showing up.
Right. I think you're right on the money. I think it's going to be even more paltry than you described, and I'm going to go Jets 10, Tennessee 7.
All right.
And
now we have the trash bowl of the week. The worst team in the NFL, the New York Giants.
Well, there's 16 worst teams in the NFL right now because they're all 0-1.
Yeah. Well, the New York Giants that made Sam Darnold look like Patrick Mahomes last week. Maybe it's legit, maybe it's not. It's the Giants, though, taking on the Commanders. And the last few years, the Giants have been able to beat the Commanders every time, somehow. However, this time, Commanders improved a lot. And I think the Giants, it's going to be closer than you think. I think the Commanders head to a 20-7 commanding lead. However, the Giants come back, and the Commanders are still going to squeak out a victory because they're the better team. The defense is going to show up for the win to win 20-17.
Giants?
Commanders
20-17?
Yep.
One of the few rookies that I'm excited about this year, and it's not Caleb Williams because he didn't do much at all.
I don't know.
First week, is Jaden Daniels, the QB for the Commanders, and he got 2 rushing touchdowns in the first week. The coach said that he's not going to have him rush as much, but he's a rushing guy. He's an exciting young player, and I'm excited to see him dance all over the New York Giants because I don't think they even have maybe they have a little bit of a chance, but a very, very small chance. And I'm going to go Washington here. 24-13.
Alright, so once in a while there's games like this. Both teams coming in 0-1.
So far, all of these.
The Ravens rough loss last week, coming off
well, they
two
did have
losses
to play the world champs.
in the 2 losses in a row to the Chiefs. Now taking on a Raiders team which is still figuring themselves out.
Yeah.
I think the Raiders go ahead, go up 7-0. However, then the Ravens just march all over the Raiders. Lamar Jackson has an amazing game, I think. Ravens usually go off around now in the season, one game, and I think this is where it happens. Ravens dominate. I could see Lamar score throwing for 5 TDs.
Wow.
And then Derrick Henry rushing for 2 more. I think
Wow.
the Ravens are going to dominate and beat the Raiders 55
Woo!
to 16.
Oh my goodness, that would be something. And I have a question: if they do something like that, who's going to be the star tight end? Is it going to be Mark Andrews or is it going to be Isaiah Likely?
Isaiah Likely. That's
Really?
my prediction.
Likely to be likely.
Yeah.
All right, so it's interesting because Mark Andrews is like the stud muffin tight end in Baltimore, but Isaiah Likely is the guy that looks the best lately.
Yeah.
I'm going Baltimore here too. I do think that they should easily take care of Vegas. I don't think it's going to be quite the same blow up, but hey, why not? I'd love to see it, but my prediction is going to be a little more reserved. I'm going to go Baltimore 33, Vegas 17.
All right.
Carolina hosting the Chargers.
Last week, it was a horror show for the Panthers, and I don't see it getting any better this week. At least they got to score 10 points this time. I don't think the Chargers will score as many points as the Saints did last time. However, it will be as embarrassing because I think the Chargers are going to win it, and the Panthers are going to score 0. Chargers win 27-0
Wow.
in a shutout.
Wow. That would be something. Is the Chargers defense that good? No.
They're not.
Or is the
Panthers
or is
are
the
just
Panthers
that
offense
bad.
that bad?
That the Saints defense isn't that great either, but they
Yeah.
were able to do that in the Panthers.
I think it's a no-brainer that the Chargers should be able to take this game, even though they're on the road. But I think it might be. Yeah, I'm still gonna go kind of a route here. I'm gonna go Chargers
28-1.
24 to Carolina 6. Nothing crazy, but I'm gonna go in that direction. New
And
Orleans
now-
and Dallas in Dallas.
This
Both
game
teams coming in at 1-0.
has gotten some debate in my Soma Sports broadcast.
Oh yeah,
You should go check that out.
check it out, folks.
See Jaden and Brandon's prediction for this game, as they both picked this game.
They're both, aren't they? I know Jaden.
And
no,
they
I
both
know,
predicted different
Brandon's
teams as
a
well.
Cowboys fan, so
Yeah.
obviously isn't he a Cowboy fan?
Yep.
So obviously he picked
Yep.
the Cowboys.
Yep. Well, fortunately, the Cowboys are just too good. The Saints looked great last week, and I love to see it. But their coach worries me, and I think the Saints, Cowboys, it's going to be close in the beginning, but then the Cowboys just pull ahead, and they're going to take this win 37-17.
I don't know. I think New Orleans gives a fight, but I don't think they're gonna give enough of a fight to beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys just have too much offensive power between Dak and CD Lamb, and the defense is pretty good. So I'm gonna say Dallas 34, New Orleans 17.
All right, and now in our game of the week,
Yeah, this could
I
be.
think this is
could very well be a game of the week. Folks.
potentially the game of the week, despite Cincy and Casey playing, I still think this could be the game of the week over that. And
I think you're right.
it's going to be close. Defense, offense, both shows up. I think,
Just so you know, he is talking about Detroit hosting the Buccaneers.
yes. I was going to get to that.
Okay.
But he did it. Okay, so Buccaneers, Lions, back and forth, defense, offense. I think it's going to be close. It's going to go down right to the end, but I think the Buccaneers are going to pull out the upset in overtime. 32-26.
Wow. That would be something. I would love to see it, and I'd be very excited for Baker Mayfield, who came out swinging in week 1. By far the top quarterback in week 1 of all of them.
And that will be the only overtime game of the week.
However, I do think Detroit at home will find a way to beat the Buccaneers, although I think it'll be close, just like Benny said. But I think Detroit's going to come out on top 33-30.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
And next up, this would have been a great matchup a week ago.
Yeah, not
but
so
now
much
we got
anymore.
Anthony Richardson taking on Will Levis, and
Mhm.
I think the Packers are still going to compete. They're going to still put up a fight, but I think the Colts just dominate most of the time.
I'm with you. Anthony Richardson looked really good in week 1, folks.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
But it's going to be... He's not going to look that good this time. I think the Packers D is going to be able to hold him off a bit, but they're still going to get it done at the end. And I think it's going to be a 29-15 victory
for
the Colts.
All right. 29-15?
Yep.
I like the Colts here, too. I'm going to go 28-10. I don't think Green Bay can do much without Love.
And now we have the Watson Browns taking on the Lawrence Jaguars.
Poor Watson. How much are the Browns kicking themselves that they let Baker Mayfield go? And he's kicking butt in Tampa Bay, and they got Deshaun Watson, who is doing exactly the opposite. And gave up 3 first-round picks, and the Texans have turned their franchise around. How do you like the NFL, folks?
And to not make it worse for him, now he's facing legal trouble again.
Yeah, he is indeed.
Last year, the Browns beat the Jaguars. Maybe he'll bounce back, but no. I think the Jaguars, coming off a loss, they're going to come out and dominate.
Cleveland does have a nice D.
And I think Cleveland...
They're going to be on the road, though.
...shows up in the beginning, but I think the Jaguars are going to win, and they're going to win at 27-12.
All right. I could see this game be a little more...
However...
Not as fun, but go ahead.
However... Next week...
The
Browns play the Giants.
Ooh.
I think that could potentially be...
a toilet bowl.
A blowout, which is like a 48-0 blowout.
By the Browns, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Oh, wow. All right.
So...
It could be.
Browns have something good to look forward to.
You'll have to tune in next week to see how that prediction turns out.
Yeah, that may be my prediction.
Maybe. You'll have to see. Jacksonville should take care of Cleveland at home. Until Cleveland shows me something better, I'm not picking them in any game. I'm going to go Jacksonville. I don't think it's going to be that great a game. I'm going Jacksonville 13, Cleveland 6, in kind of what might be very much the dud of the week. All right, now we got the 49ers traveling to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. Both teams coming in at 1-0. 49ers just put McCaffrey on IR, so he's out for at least 4 games.
Wow.
What a drag.
Yep.
I hope all those people who picked him first overall are probably pretty bummed.
Glad I didn't.
Yeah, anyways.
Glad I got him 10th last year. Great. So, yeah.
All right, so there you have it. So Minnesota is going to be hosting the 49ers. But obviously the 49ers are still stacked, and Jordan Mason, who is, I guess, the next guy up for running back, stepped in and looked just like Jordan McCaffrey. So it's not like they're... Sorry, Christian McCaffrey. So it's not like they're losing anything. So I think I'll just go ahead. San Francisco should take care of the Vikings because they're just too good. I'm going to go San Francisco 24 to Minnesota 17.
All right, so this game's going to surprise you. Yes, I'm still predicting the Niners to win, but it's going to be a shootout. I think most of the time it's going to be back and forth. Vikings, Niners. If you look at both of these offenses and defenses, mainly offenses, but both, they're actually a pretty even matchup. And with Brock Purdy, Sam Darnold, same type of QB, Brock Purdy probably wouldn't do as great on another team, but with Sam Darnold, same thing. He has Justin Jefferson, Addison.
Yeah.
I think they're going to show up. They also got
you also have
Aaron
two
Jones.
teams that have capable defenses and good offensive lines.
Yes. And there's multiple players on the Vikings looking to get revenge on the Niners. However, the Niners are just too good. And I think the Niners are going to get it done, but it's going to be close-ish. At the end, the Niners are going to pull away, but it's going to be back and forth. And it's going to be the Niners who win 41-29.
Oh, you got some points up there.
Yes.
All right. in what I think could very well be the game of the week, the everyone's surprise, the New England Patriots from Week 1, who took down Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals in Week 1, which was lovely, and I don't think anyone in the world predicted it. And I heard they busted tons of people's survivor pools, which is really funny.
Fine. Yep.
And I think New England is going to show up again. And I think they're going to take care of Seattle at home, and they're going to be 2-0, and they're going to be surprising the hell out of everyone. Do I think they're going to be able to do it all season? Probably not. But I think they're going to run with it while they can. I think they're going to look good, and I think they're going to do enough to get a victory here. And I'm going to go New England. I'm going to go New England 18. Seattle 12.
All right.
And I say they get another victory, and it may not be pretty, but it should be a W.
Alright, so last week New England took care of Cincy, and
Yes, they did.
Seattle took care of Denver, but I think both these teams, it's going to be back and forth, very defensive, right till the end. And I think New England is going to get it done. It could really be
Nice. That's my boy, even though he's
50-50.
wearing the Seattle jersey.
coin toss, but I got to predict the Patriots when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
And I think it's
Woo.
going to be a 17-16 win for the Patriots.
Wow, a close one.
Yes.
So 17-16 win for the Pats. I like it.
Yep.
Hey, you
And-
100'd me. Oh, no, you didn't. Forget it.
And next up, we have the
4 o'clock
Rams
games. Yes.
taking on the Cardinals.
Yo!
And this prediction will surprise you.
Will it?
Cardinals looked good last week. Rams did as well. They both lost.
They both lost,
And
though.
I think Kyler Murray.
And the Rams just lost Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
4 weeks at least.
I think that's going to show. That's going to affect the Rams. I think Kyler Murray and the Cardinals are going to come to play. They have not been good the last few years. They want to prove that they're still a good team and that he deserves to be a starter. And I think they're going to take care of the Rams.
Ooh,
I
you
think,
mean take care of them?
No. Like, take care. Like, beat them.
Oh, okay. Actually take care.
yes.
Okay.
And I think they're going to beat them
Okay.
in a 34-20 win.
Whoa! So Arizona 34, Rams 20?
Yes.
Wow. That is quite the prediction.
And I upset a lot. But it's going to be back and forth. I think it's going to be like a 20-14 game and a half with the Cardinals leading, and they'll just pull on.
I could see it. I could. And, you know, I want Arizona to win this game, but I'm thinking McVay was probably going to find a way to pull out a victory because he's good at that.
He is.
I'm going to go Rams here. And I'm going to go... I think Cooper Kupp just steps right back into his old role. Even though they lost Nacua. Kupp is very capable, and he's going to be money. And then they got that Kyron Williams guy who seems to be money. I'm going to go the Rams in a tight one, 28-27 over Arizona.
All right, so this game could be game of the week rematch
Could be.
of two previous AFC championships. We got Joe Burrow and the Bengals taking on Mahomes and the Chiefs. And
In Kansas City.
think about this. The NFL works in mysterious ways. Just last week, the Bengals lose to the Patriots.
Yes,
Burrow
they did.
plays the best against the Chiefs. Jamar Chase now back, fully healthy. Is T.
But
Higgins
T.
going to be...
Higgins it doesn't look likely, I don't
Even
think.
if he's
I think he
not-
might be out.
I think other guys could step up. I think the
He could.
Bengals are going to come to fight. He knows how to beat Mahomes. You lose to the worst team week 1. I have them beating the best team week 2.
Look at this
That's how the
massive
NFL
prediction.
works. And I think they're going to squeak out a victory 26-24, the Bengals,
Wow.
over the Chiefs. However, the
Ooh.
Chiefs are going to go on to win. I think only lose one more game.
I think you
for
got him in the
rest of
Super Bowl,
season.
right?
The
Don't you?
Chiefs,
Yeah. Oh, the Chiefs or the Bengals?
Bengals.
Oh, so you think the Chiefs are
I
going
don't
to, after
have
this
them
go, they're going to
anymore.
go 16-1 after this? They're going to go 15-0 after this game?
No, one more loss after this.
So 15-2?
I don't have the Bengals in the Super Bowl anymore, but I
Okay.
have them winning this game.
You reserve the right to change your mind on that. I would love nothing more than to see Cincinnati bounce back and beat the Chiefs right after we beat Cincinnati. I just don't see how the hell they're going to do that, especially in Kansas City, and especially without T. Higgins. Maybe. It's not saying it's impossible. But
done it
I'm saying
before.
it's not very likely considering the Week 1 performance that the Bengals put on. They may bounce back and have a better, do a better job playing as the season goes on, but I don't think it's going to happen here. Not after their Week 1 performance. I'm going to go Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes looks so good to Rashee Rice, and I'm hoping Kelsey kind of does a little bit more here because he's a stud. Hey, Dibby, you want to come and be on the video? I'm going to go Kansas City at home, 31. And I think Cincy puts on a fight, but they're going to fall just short and be 28. So I'm going Kansas City 31, Cincinnati 28. Surprising victor of Week 1, the Pittsburgh Steelers are traveling to Denver to take on the Broncos and Sean Payton.
All right, so this game is gonna be trash ball. I don't think it'll
Another
be
trash ball?
that exciting. It's gonna be a lot of defense, but the Steelers, Justin Fields, they're gonna get it done, I think, and they're gonna pull out a close one. But
Yeah.
Fields is gonna get it done. It will be at least they'll score a touchdown this time. Good job, Steelers. But they're not gonna win by that much, and I think Steelers are gonna get it done 16-12.
You know, I could go either way on this game. I could see either team eking out a victory here. But you know what? I'm just going to play the contrarian here, and I'm going to go Denver at home. Somehow gets it done over Pittsburgh, because I still think they're finding themselves. And I think the narrative of, Russell Wilson versus Justin Fields still has to play out. And by losing to Denver, that gets more intriguing. I'm going to go Denver here. I don't think it's going to be super pretty. 14 to Pittsburgh 10.
Ooh, upset.
Yeah.
And now for our Sunday night game, we have Caleb Williams taking on the Strouds.
The Strouds. They changed their name to the Strouds,
Yes.
folks.
And the Strouds are going to march all over the Bears. The Bears are going to keep it close in the beginning.
Well, the Bears' offense, which is supposed to be this awesomely high-powered offense, did not show up in Week 1. They won that game because of their defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Strouds are just too good.
Strouds are good.
And, I don't know. It's going to be
Stephon Diggs looked pretty good with his new team.
It's going to
And
be a
C.J.
tough
Stroud
one.
looks awesome.
I think the Bears may put up a fight in the beginning, but I think the Strouds are going to take this one 38 to 17.
70. Even though the Bears had a pretty good D,
Yes.
we still think they're going to get it done. I don't see any way in hell that the Bears get their second victory against the Texans in Houston in Week 2. I think the Texans should take care of the Bears pretty easily. Although I do see some fight going on, I don't think it's going to be much. I see Stroud just continuing his dominance and breaking down the Bears' defense with his very strong arm and their exciting new running back in Mixon, who's kicked some ass in Week 1. I'm going to go Texans 31 to the Bears 17.
All right. And finally,
Monday night.
our last game, Monday night, we have the Falcons taking on the Eagles, and two great offenses.
Eagles did not show up. It remains to be seen if the Falcons have a good offense.
However, also two great
They
defenses.
do on paper. They have it on paper.
Yep.
But I don't know about it in real life.
All right, now I'm going to talk. So,
All right, Benny's going to talk now, everyone.
all right, so we have the Falcons and the Eagles. And the two teams, we don't know what to expect. The Eagles looked good last week against the Packers, but the Falcons also, we don't know what to expect from them. But I think the defenses are going to show up. Not that much offense. And I think the Eagles are going to pull out the victory, 23-16.
I don't think it's even going to be close. I mean, it might be a little close, but I'm very disappointed in what I saw out of the Falcons in Week 1 because, I mean, very few teams had the hype they did coming into the season with all their exciting, Kirk Cousins signing and all this other stuff. But I think the Eagles are going to take care of the Falcons no problem at home on Monday night. 27-17.
So there we have
There you
it,
have
folks.
it. Just so
Week
you
2.
know, just to kind of spell it out and show everyone, in in week 1, Benny was 8-8 in his predictions, and I was 12-4. That's a big advantage. Pretty proud of myself, I gotta say. But I'm also proud of this guy because I know he's gonna bounce back.
Don't worry, we're not done yet. We have
We're not
one
done
more
yet.
prediction.
We got one
for
more
you.
prediction.
So this weekend, it's the IndyCar Championship.
IndyCar.
We're down to 3 drivers.
3? Oh, really?
Yeah, 3 drivers. There's
Well, how's
only,
it down to 3?
only 3 drivers could possibly win the championship
Oh,
at this
based on
point.
points?
Yeah, based
Okay.
on points.
All right.
However, Palou is in the lead, though
Mhm.
it could be single digits,
Okay.
depending on Palou's qualifying position. If he gets below 10th, I think it will be single digits from the way he starts. And then Will Power is right behind Palou. Palou would have the lead no matter what, but if Palou gets below 10th and Power gets top 4, then Power will be in the single digits, like 9 away from him. And if
Okay.
Palou crashes, Power could win the championship. Also still in the picture, but not likely, is Scott McLaughlin. Which is...
So it's between the 3 of them.
Yeah.
No chance anyone else can win it.
Nope.
Wow.
So who do you think?
Palou, Power, and McLaughlin?
Yep.
I'm gonna take the outside runner, the underdog. I'm gonna go with McLaughlin.
Really? It's
Yeah.
unlikely.
It's unlikely, but you know what? Why not?
He's
I'm
basically
going
out
for
of it, but it's like... It's technically
Hey,
he could win.
I'm a Patriots and a Red Sox fan, so I root for the underdog, and I'm going to root for McLaughlin.
So you see Will Power and Palou finishing last 2 spots and McLaughlin winning?
Maybe.
I think that's the only way it could happen.
All right, then.
Alright.
You heard it here, folks.
It's really between Palou and Power, and I think it's gonna be Palou. He's just too good. If he always gets in the top 5. He's really good at that. Even if he crashes, he's always able to rebound and get up there. If Power doesn't win, or Palou doesn't get in the top 10 or qualifying, Power is going to have a good chance, but I think it's more likely Palou gets it done, and I think it's going to be Palou. He's the better driver currently. I think he's the best driver currently in IndyCar, and Palou is going to get it done.
All right.
So, yeah, he has
All right.
McLaughlin and I have Palou.
Well, I can't pick Allmendinger, right? He's not in it.
Nope.
No.
Oh, and let's predict IndyCar. Why not?
IndyCar, why not? Allmendinger.
NASCAR.
NASCAR. That was IndyCar.
Yes.
Okay.
So, who's winning Watkins Glen this weekend?
Who's in it?
Allmendinger is in it.
Allmendinger! Woo!
I'm going to go with the 5 of Larson. He needs a win to advance due to his crash last week. So,
Yeah.
Alright, so please
All right.
check out the Soma Sports broadcast.
Yeah, check
Link
it out.
in description. Thank you guys so much for
All right.
watching, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Peace.
Bye.